Tabletop CP. Today we continue with the Good Doctor campaign, Scenario 3, Jenkin's Church. We will start with a quick summary of what's happened up to this point. So in Scenario 1, Lieutenant Bartholomew Hancock was ordered to Farrens' farm, where Dr. Brian Farrens lives, who happens to be a British spy. Hancock was told that Farrens had some important documents critical to the cause, and he was ordered to capture the doctor and search for the documents. Upon learning that Farrens' farm was being raided by the rebels, Captain Gage, leader of the British forces in the area, ordered Lieutenant Archibald Argyle to interdict, drive the rebels from the farm, rescue the good doctor, and find the documents. Argyle was partially successful in his mission. He did drive the rebels from the farm. He did find the documents, but the rebels were able to maintain possession of the spy. In Scenario 2 of the campaign, a good place to stop, the Continentals had moved from the farm, found a small hill on which to recuperate, lick their wounds, get ready to move on the next morning. They were followed by Tatanka, who relayed their position to Argyle, and Argyle sent a force in, and they were able to drive the rebels from the hill and rescue the good doctor. So at this point we pick up with Scenario 3, Jenkin's Church, and we'll start with the British briefing. British briefing. During a dinner celebrating his rescue, Dr. Farrens informed Captain Henry Gage of a large rebel weapons cache at a nearby church. Gage, knowing his adversary quite well, is certain Harper will make a move to secure the arms once he learns the fate of the good doctor. So he must act fast. Lieutenant Archibald Argyle, also attending the dinner to receive recognition for his rescue of the good doctor, quickly volunteers to lead the search. Gage grants his request and informs him to move out by first light. British objective. This mission uses the croissant too far scenario written by Dan Warner. Although instead of searching for croissants, the British will be searching for muskets and bayonets. The British will dice to see which half of their short board edge they will deploy in. So 50-50 on this half of the short board edge, 50-50 that half of the short board edge. Once their their deployment area is determined, they can start deploying as normal when their flag is pulled. So the objective they have to do is they have to search the farm for weapons, which will be hidden in buildings, crates, and barrels. So we have several buildings on the board. The big church, obviously, little outbuilding over there, and then also we have some crates, and we have some barrels scattered around as well. The British may find the weapons by performing a task roll using a flag after the tiffin for every leader in contact with one of these. To complete the task, the following tasks values are needed. So to search a barrel, you need 7. To search some crates, you need 10. And to search a building, you need 12. When the task is complete, roll a d6 to what was found at the location. So a barrel, on a 1, nothing is found. On a 2 to 5, 1 bundle of weapons is found. On a 6, 2 bundles of weapons are found. In the crates, 1 is nothing. 2 to 4 is 1 bundle of weapons found. And a 5 or 6 is 2 bundles found. The building, on a 1 is nothing. On a 2 to 3, 1 bundle is found. On a 4 to 6, 2 bundles are found. At the end of the game, roll a d6. If the number rolled is less than the total number of bundles found, the British win the game, having recovered or destroyed enough of the cache to disrupt the rebel plans. If the number is more than the number of bundles found, the rebels win, having recovered enough of the cache. So now we'll take a quick look at the British force. So first we have Lieutenant Archibald Argyle. He's leader number 1. He's a level 2. We also have Sergeant Samuel Martin. He's a level 1 sergeant, and assisting Argyle in command of 3 groups of redcoats. Next we have leader 3, Lieutenant Roger Sharp. He's level 1, in charge of light infantry skirmishers. And then finally we have Lieutenant Dan Klein, level 1, as usual in charge of his light infantry skirmishers. So rules wise, all the normal rules. The redcoats have sharp practice and that's it, and the light infantry have all the light infantry rules. So what am I thinking of? Tomahawks, aggressive, sharp practice, and they do not have a movable deployment point option, so there will be no movable deployment point in this one. Now we'll take a look at the Continental Briefing. Captain Stephen Harper paced nervously in his tent upon hearing the spy had been rescued by the British. He was certain Gage knew about the stockpile by now. His only course of action was to move out immediately and try to recover the weapons before Gage's forces could get there. Moving fast, he summoned Lieutenant Hancock to give him orders. Hancock appeared, an ugly gash across his face received from a British musket ball at Farrens' farm. Lieutenant, break camp and prepare the men to move. We leave at dawn. Continental objective. The Continental Force must reach the church and stop the British from completing their search for the weapons cache. The Continental Force will dice to see which half of their short table edge to deploy from. So same deal, 50-50, depending on what you roll, what side the deployment point will be placed on. They will not deploy as normal though. Instead, when Captain Harper's command card is pulled, roll 2d6 and keep a total. When the total reaches 14, the Continental Force may start deploying as normal. The exceptions to this are skirmish troops deploying from a movable deployment point. This simulates them being dispatched immediately and reaching the farm before the main force. Now we take a look at the Continental Force. So overall commander, Captain Stephen Harper himself. Well, he's leader 1 in charge of 2 groups of Continental Line. He is a level 3 leader. We also have Lieutenant Bartholomew Hancock, leader 2. He's a level 2 leader in charge of a group of 2 more groups of Continental Line, and he is assisted by Sergeant John Knox, leader 3. He's a level 1 leader. We also have Lieutenant Johnny Walker, level 1 leader in charge of a group of light infantry skirmishers, and Sergeant Billy Smith in charge of another group of light infantry skirmishers, level 1 leader, and leader number 5. So pretty much the same exact rules for this force as the British force. I think the only difference is that these light infantry skirmishers have the movable deployment point option. That will do it for the briefing. So just a quick recap. The British will be coming in. They're going to have to search the church grounds and this farm area over here for rebel weapons. They got a little bit of a head start because of the spy let them know. And Harper himself did not get word that the spy was rescued in time to get here at the same time as the British. So they're going to be delayed in coming in, but their skirmishers will be able to come in a little bit earlier to put some pressure on the British. So terrain wise, hard cover for these walls obviously. This is an orchard, so 6-inch visibility inside. These little patches of trees are going to block line of sight. Wooden fence, soft cover. Wheat field, soft cover. These things will block line of sight. These fields here will just do nothing. And then the buildings are going to be, the church will be hard cover. The rest of the buildings are going to be soft cover. So that should do it for terrain. So now we'll need to roll up our force morale, pick our support, and get started. Alright, so Andre's here now to take command of the British. He's got a force morale 11, I got a 9. And we have 3 support points each, so Andre's going to upgrade Lieutenant Klain from a level 1 to a level 2 leader. And I'm going to bring a movable deployment point and a musician to attach to Captain Harper. And
can I pull the chips?
Yeah, let's collect the chips and put them in the bag. It's because it was. Alright, first card
is
blue 5, so I can do nothing. I can only do something when blue 1 comes out. I can start rolling. Okay, Tiffin, alright.
Well, that was a fun first phase.
Redo.
Blue 4.
And again, nothing.
Blue flag. Getting all the blue out of the way.
I need blue 1. Oh.
Oh man. Oh, red 1.
Alright, so that's your main man, Argyle. So Argyle came in here, so he did dice off. He wound up on this side. He brought in his 3 group formation, and I also diced off. And my main deployment point's here, and my movable deployment point is right there. So next card, red flag. Four. That's Lieutenant Klain. Lieutenant Dan has come in here 12 inches from the deployment zone, deployment point. So you could bring another one in with those 3 flags.
I could. Or I could use them to search.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You could. You need to keep 1 to search. Good call, Andre. Which you could search this barn.
Yep.
So
it wouldn't behoove me to hold more than one flag back, though.
not at this point.
Okay.
Unless you deployed Sharp up to here.
Right.
And then
he could search.
You can search the barrel and the barn.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just going to keep pulling?
Yeah.
Okay. 5, that's still nothing.
Trying to find a Tiffin.
Actually, hold on. I could deploy a skirmish unit off my movable. Sergeant Smith come in there from the movable deployment point 2.
Pull a point of shock.
That's your sergeant.
Hey, you get another
I
flag.
need a blue 1. Okay, cool, blue 1. 7. Okay, I'm halfway there.
Still not cool. Well, okay.
That's Roger Sharp. So Sharp has come in here, ready to search the barrels. And yeah, nothing. I forgot I could have brought my other guy in on the 4 earlier, but I don't think we had even deployed our jump off points by then.
Oh my.
4 flags. So I guess you could move them, but then you wouldn't be able to search.
Well, or I could move these guys.
Or you can move them.
But I wouldn't be able to search.
You would do no searching, which is kind of the whole objective.
It is, but these guys are already... You're almost closer to the church than I am at this point.
So Lieutenant Dan has brought in, or he used all 4 flags to activate Dan again, because he wanted to get over that fence, and he only rolled 5 on all of his dice. And then he pulled another blue flag, so I could activate Billy Smith again, which I will do. Billy Smith activated, got a good move, got all the way up to that wall over there, and then the Tiffin was pulled, and we're on to the next turn. So no searching was done.
It was just the first turn, Travis. Just the first turn, man.
You could have probably got through a barrel.
I could have gotten a little ways, yes. But
Ah, look at that. Blue 1. Alright, I get a 7. I can start deploying as normal. Ah, so you're going to get one more turn. Alright, next card, please. 2, that's your Sergeant Samuel Martin, not Knox. Knox is my sergeant. You're Sergeant Martin. So, he would have to be ordered by Gage at this point to leave.
oh,
I mean, not Gage, Argyle.
really?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think he could just take off on his own.
Even though I
guess
put
you
him out
could.
as a separate,
Well, you brought him in all in one card.
all in one. Well, but you'll notice I didn't bring him in one line either. I had him broken off because he was going to
Yeah.
break off. He was previously ordered to break off as soon as possible.
Okay, so he got orders from Argyle. As soon as you can, move off. Go ahead and move him then, that's fine. Sergeant Martin, moving on his own, under orders from Argyle, previously issued before we got here, has moved up, and he's going to take over the search of the barrel and the barn, which leads me to believe that Sharp is going to move out.
It looks that way. There's a search flag.
That's your big man, Argyle. Argyle ordered the formation to run, so they both diced individually. These guys got a 15, got almost to the building. And then Argyle and the other group only got a 7, so they're lagging behind a bit. And he did take a shock off of his the group he's with, Argyle. 3, nope. I could bring something in on a... Who's 3 for me? Yeah, I can't do anything there. It's Sergeant Knox. He's still off the board with the main force. A 4 though. If you pull a 4, I can bring in my other unit of skirmishers.
Ah, I got a 4.
Blue 4.
Nice job, Travis.
That's Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
So Lieutenant Dan used all of his moves, got up to the church, and he's planning on going inside eventually, which he just informed me. So that's Hancock. He's still on the main force, just off the board. We can see the church spire, but not quite able to reach it yet. So that's 2 flags for you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Need one more flag. There's my...
Okay, now you can do 3 searches.
3 flags in a row?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. And the Tiffin.
4, that's my Johnny Walker. Lieutenant Walker is deployed from the movable deployment point into the field.
Another flag.
They're going to burn him again.
I could
You could get into the church. You got to start searching, man.
Well, the thing is, though. Actually, I guess I could do 1, 2. I could do 3 searches.
You could, yeah. You could search with Sharp, with Martin, and with Klein.
Or I could just do 2 searches and do activate a unit. Oh no, I can still activate the unit after the Tiffin on just 1 flag, can I?
Yeah.
Never mind. Come on, Tiffin! Well, so much for that idea.
That's Sharp. So, yeah, he can't move unless he doesn't want to search. And I don't think if you search, you would be able to activate anyway, because you're spending your time searching, not moving. We proceed with the flag pulling. He's going to use it to search. So that's
2 for you.
2 or 3? 3.
Okay, 3 for you.
I might be able to, if you pull another flag, I might be able to move. What's his face again?
You might get into the church before me.
I don't think so. There's no door on my side. 5, that's Billy Smith. Smith will go on Overwatch.
And the Tiffin.
And then the Tiffin, okay. All right.
You were short 1 blue flag, still in the bag.
Yep.
Those
Man,
were
that would
2
have been nice to
long
be able
phases.
to move up to that wall. Would be nice. So go ahead and let's do some searching. We'll start with Sergeant Martin. He's searching the barn.
The barn.
7.
For a 7.
So you need a 12, okay?
You need a good chunk there.
So Sharp will search a barrel.
The barrel.
A 5. Still not through searching that barrel.
That was a nice barrel.
And then 7. So 7, 5, 7.
That was.
So the search continues. I don't know what's so hard to find the stuff in the barrel, but apparently maybe I
didn't see that barrel, did you?
They were having trouble getting the lid off.
If you were searching a barrel full of panties, how long would it take you? All right.
Yeah, there's a search flag.
There's 2. Oh.
Well,
I'll take it.
keep searching something. So what do you want to work on? The barn, the barrel, or that crate by the church?
Or I could activate an unactivated unit.
You could, but if you move, like for instance,
Well,
Sharp.
no, I'm.
Trying to get them up. Yep, you could do that too.
Which is kind of important because he's got to start searching that, and it's one of the farthest up buildings, and I'm not going to have that much more time before your reinforcements are coming in.
So Argyle's going to move up back into formation with his other men. All right, so here we go. He moved up the group, and then used his last command to snap to or snap in, and then he's in contact with the building, so he'll be able to begin searching.
Red
That's
4.
Lieutenant Dan.
That's Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan ordered his men to move back, so they're stretched over here to this other crate now, and they're still going to be searching that one, assuming we don't get a Tiffin.
There's your 4.
4, that is Walker. Walker and his men moved up all 3 of their dice, and they only got triple 2s. So they didn't even make the wall.
There's my search flag.
But they're trying to get in this wall because then I'd be in range of these guys.
Oh, they really?
Yeah. If I was right up against this wall, I'm within 24 of this
man.
formation here.
Okay.
So that's 2 flags in a row. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
And the 3.
3, that's Sergeant Knox. Still can't do anything.
And
Another flag.
Travis flag. Ooh.
Sergeant Martin. And for some reason, Sergeant Martin has ordered his men to present. Even though
I
there's
hate seeing men standing around idle
no one to
while
shoot
I'm
at.
searching.
Oh man, another one, huh?
And the Tiffin.
But I have
2 flags.
And so I can activate what's his name, Billy Smith. I'm not going to do anything with Smith. I'm just going to leave him there. He's the guy over there by the wall. So go ahead and you got 1 search dice. So what do you want to do? Continue searching the barrel, the crate, or the building? The barrel you only need 2. So you can't possibly fail that one.
Yeah. But most of my
3.
searching is over there.
So Klein will need 3 on 2d6 to finish
But
searching that crate.
I'm going to go ahead and keep going here with Martin.
On the building? Okay.
Yeah. Try and free him up.
You got it. All you needed was a 5. Alright, so you've successfully searched the barn. So roll a d6. Just don't roll a 1.
Ooh,
2.
Woohoo!
So you found 1 bundle of weapons. So a sack full of bayonets.
So 1 bundle.
Yep. And that is all that he can do, so we'll move on to the next turn.
1
It's
bundle.
a good band name. Sack full of bayonets.
Oh, not 1 bun of guns.
1 bun of guns. Sack full of bayonets by 1 bun of guns.
Where are we going? I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, we're going.
Okay, no, it was, I haven't mixed them yet.
No. Okay, so that's Mr. Argyle.
Oh, that's me!
Yes, you're red, Andre. About 4 turns in,
wow.
you would know that by now.
It's good to know who you are, isn't it?
Argyle ordered his men to wheel to face this direction, and then he's going to stay in contact with the building
And pulled a shock.
and pull the 1 shock from that earlier sprint.
And got his flag to search later.
Yep.
And another search flag. 1 more search flag and a tiffin.
And a 5, that's my guy. I believe that is Smith. Billy Smith moved down the road 9 inches back this direction. Damn, I need to get my main force on the table, Andre.
No, you don't. You need to let me do some searching.
You're going to get to the point where you search so much you're not even going to need to roll at the end.
Okay.
Alright, so you have 2 searches to do.
2 searches.
So you finish searching the barn. You still got the barrel and the crate.
And
Or you could start on this building.
we'll, actually, yeah, barrel and crate.
Alright, barrel. So you got it. So
And-
hold on a second. Alright, so we got the barrel, let's do the crate.
So searching the crate.
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Alright, so roll me a d6 for the
The
barrel.
barrel, it's
Nothing.
a 1.
Nothing in that barrel. And then on the crate, 2 bundles.
2 bundles.
Yeah, so Lieutenant Dan has found 2 bundles of bayonets in that crate next to the church.
Nice.
Or muskets. We'll say muskets. And move on to the next turn. Alright, so you're up to 3 already. And I don't even have my main force on the board yet.
So all I have to do is get above a D6.
Well, you roll a d6 at the end and you have to be under what you roll.
Ah,
So if you get a 7, you're obviously automatically going to find all the weapons.
this seems a little too easy.
Well, we'll see. It's not over yet.
No, but I'm already got a 50% chance.
Yeah, me not being able to not seeing a blue 1 in like 3 turns hasn't helped.
It has not. And another flag? No.
3, I can't do anything. I need a Harper's flag. You only need to see Harper will be coming in. So, all right, red 1. That's Argyle again.
And as I recall, oh, you're probably in range now, aren't you?
Possibly. No. Almost. An eighth of an inch.
More like a half, but
Half inch.
we'll go ahead and present.
Okay. That makes a little more sense than this group presenting earlier, but
Don't like idle hands. Well, at least I'm finding the flags.
yeah, I think you're going to have plenty of search options.
There's your 4.
Remember the 4, that is these guys. So Walker here is moved this way down the wall. Or he moved, yeah, well anyway, he's at the wall now. And he's going to fire at Argyle's men with 7 dice. So first shot and light infantry, so need 4s. 1, 2, 3 hits. So split them up. It's probably not a wise idea, but
So
if I get the
2
flag first, I can at least move out of the way.
and 1.
So 2 shock on the group there. Or if I somehow get 4 flags, or if you get 4 flags, I guess you could shoot at me and not search. 2? Yeah, I still can't. Man, come on, where's the blue 1 at, Andre?
Oh, you want me to put it back in the bag?
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe have it in your pocket, right?
Shh.
Okay, so you got 3 flags, so you can do 3 more searches. Okay, so he's got 2 searches he could perform. He can start searching this with Argyle, and there's a second barrel here that he could search with one of those guys.
So Argyle.
Small 1. So 5. So he's have 5 on this building, and then start the second barrel with Knox. Martin. So barrels at 3, buildings at 5. All right, and with his last flag, Clane hasn't activated yet, so he moved them down. He moved him down here to get Clane within, base to base with that crate, and he'll begin searching next time. And I need blue 1, Andre. 4. That's Clane, the guy behind the church, behind Jenkin's church there.
Other than just ordering his boys into the church, but he doesn't want to go with them, so I guess we'll just hang there.
Okay. Wait for the card. Man. Yeah, nothing for me. We're frustratingly close to the church. We just can't get here. Three. That's Sharp, which is these boys here.
So he's done searching.
Yep. He searched a barrel, so he can actually move out now. Sharp ordered his men towards the church. They got to there. And then I forgot also that Walker was unloaded because I had used 2 dice to get up to the wall and then fired. So 4, that is Sharp again. Okay, well Walker totally screwed himself. He reloaded, and then he moved back 1d6, and with his other action he was going to turn back to face the correct direction so he wouldn't be getting hit from behind. And I rolled a 1. I would have been better off just staying and shoot. I didn't want to stay and shoot because I need 5s to hit at that point.
Yeah.
But maybe if I get another flag, I can move them again.
You could.
Come on, where's the blue 1 at, Andre? I haven't seen that thing in like...
Oh, the red one?
Another blue 1.
Oh, you blew one.
Yeah. Okay, then red 1 is Argyle. All right, well, it turns out that moving back 1 inch did help me because he was reduced to reducing 2 shock and not doing anything. So what did you pull just now?
5.
That's Billy. Billy Smith attempted to move into there in all 3d6, and he made it partially into the woods. So next card, blue 1. Okay, I'm never going to see my main force enter the board, am I?
It's kind of looking that way, but I only got 1 flag,
which is good. So 1 thing to search. So right now you're working on this building and that barrel.
So how much have I got on the building?
5.
5.
So you need a 12 total. All right, you're at an 8.
All right.
It's a lot of stuff to look for. I needed that for me though.
You did.
Considering Harper's taking a sweet time getting to the battle.
Well,
You must have stopped for something.
tea doesn't end till what? 10:30.
Yeah, something like that. Still no blue 1. It's in there, right? You looked.
I know where it is.
It's in your back pocket. A red 1 again. Argyle. Argyle has ordered his men to move back with both d6 towards the edge of the building, and he made it. Sure, I was worried that he was going to light me up, and he's not even firing or moving towards me. I wasted all that time with Walker trying to get out of your way. Come on, Andre. What's going on here?
My strategy's working.
All right, so you got 2 flags. Is that correct?
3 flags.
3 flags. All right, so we'll start with the building.
I could activate a unit.
You could do that. Well, you're going to have to because you can only... Oh, I'm sorry. You got Clane over there that could search as well. Okay.
So
start with the building. Or
starting with the building.
Okay. So your
building's done.
You made it with the building.
So the second barrel.
You're good.
That finished the barrel.
Yeah, Martin, because he was here it is. He was already at 3.
Okay, and
Clane. Clane was at a 7. Or no, that was the first crate. He just started.
So he's just started. So he's just at 5 on the second crate.
All right. So roll for this building. D6.
1d6.
That's 1 bundle, and then 1 bundle. So you found 2 more bundles. Where are you at now?
5.
Man, you're finding them too fast.
No, you're just coming in too slow.
So, yeah. Not seeing a blue 1 in 5 straight turns is not helping me. I'm going to come in off that movable deployment point. So that way I'm closer. Blue 5, so that's Billy Smith. Smith moved with 1d6 up to the edge of the wood. And he's chosen to fire at Argyle's men. Long range, but first fire and light infantry. And I'll reload with my last action. Need 4s. Ooh.
Not bad.
Yeah, 5 hits. So split them up.
3 here. 2 here. That's a lot of shock.
Yeah, 5 shock. Sweet. So that was pretty good. And again, I reloaded. Alright, blue 1, Andre. All I need is what? 1 more. Hey, there it is.
You blew one.
Alright. So now I can start deploying as normal, which means I have to wait till next turn. No. But, so I guess I can bring him in now. So let me think about it. What? Yo, the sheep, yes. Very funny. But, yeah, so finally Harper's men have arrived on the battlefield, thankfully. In column, because we need to move. That's sharp. So that's those guys there.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about the skirmish screen that he just formed in front of Argyle's men with sharp. I say we don't do that very often, but in this case, apparently it's something that might come in handy for Andre.
It might.
Search flag. Well, it will, because if not, they're sitting in the open, and we saw what just happened with 5 shock.
And I can't move out of there quite yet.
I need 4 blue flags, Andre.
That all?
In a row. Hold on, 3. That's Sergeant Knox. He's with Hancock, so he can't come in by himself. There's 2 flags.
And
well, now you can't really do anything with.
But I can pull shock and
you definitely need to pull some shock.
Actually, I would just pull 2 shock, I guess. I don't.
So he pulled 2 shock off this group with Argyle. 3 flags.
3rd flag.
I need another blue flag and then blue 2.
How about
in that order?
A red 2.
That's Martin.
He is ready to move on up into the fray.
So you've searched everything here, right?
Yep.
The building and both barrels.
So Martin's going to move over and see if he can. He did not get close enough, did he?
Nope.
That was unuseful. Actually, I should have gone 3 dice.
Yeah, you could have. You still can if you want.
Kind of cheesy after the roll.
All right. But that's your middle name. Cheese. Oh, come on.
I don't need to cheat. I'm just that lucky.
All right, what do I have? I have a 4 left I can use, which is somebody. Oh, yeah, this guy here. Okay, so Walker has moved back up to the wall 1d6. He made it this time with only 1 dice, finally. And then he's going to fire into the I'll fire, I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm going to shoot at your skirmish screen.
Okay.
Because if I can get them some shock on them, they're going to have a hell of a time getting out of the way of your big formation. 2 hits. Nothing. Because they're in soft cover. Because they're light infantry. So move on to the next turn. Alright, next turn. 2. That's Martin again, which is your sergeant in command of that individual group there.
And can he remove a shock now that he's snapped in?
No, because he's only a level.
Oh, he only had 1. Yeah.
So Martin, he moved his men and they got all the way up into formation. So he's rejoined Argyle. Something red, I see.
Got to keep that red coming.
I need a blue 1 and then a blue 2. Blue 4, okay. Well, that's these guys again. So they had moved with their free 1, fired and then reloaded. So they're going to fire again. Back at your skirmish screen.
Okay.
Even 5s again. 3 hits this time. And you can't split them up because I'm in a group, so I'm able to pick a group. And 1 dead. Check your leader. Come on, leader. No, just 1 dead light infantry skirmish screener.
Aim.
It is the first casualty of the game.
Actually, I haven't shot at you yet, have I?
You have not fired a round, but you've almost won the game.
This is true. 4, that's...
Lieutenant Dan.
And he's still hanging out, searching his
back over there.
Stuff.
Yep. Maybe I put too much stuff to search on the board, obviously. Maybe next time I should reduce it to maybe 1 barrel or 1 crate per in the buildings.
Yeah, hard to say.
It's hard to tell. I mean, I could have got on the board immediately and rolled up. Tiffin already. Okay, so you have 1 flag that you can search with Lieutenant Dan.
Am I still... Did I finish the search on that building?
I think you did.
Okay.
I think.
So, actually, this will probably cinch it anyway.
Yeah.
So, Lieutenant Dan searching.
Yeah. Roll a
He completes
d6.
his search, and
He finds 1 bundle.
that's 6.
So you're at 6, so you can't roll under 6. So maybe on the fly rule adjustment here. Maybe you need more than 12. On 2d6. Okay, and I have a flag left that I can still activate Billy Smith. Alright, so Billy Smith's going to fire at the skirmish screen again, needing 5s. 3 hits. And I think we're going to do an on-the-fly rule adjustment just to make this game more interesting. Because right now, as it stands, Andre already won the game.
Without firing a shot.
Without firing a shot. Nothing. He'll reload. But we'll say that he has to find the... Which he already found the weapons cache, but he also has to defeat me on the battlefield. The way it worked out, it just happened that he was able to search and I wasn't able to get much on, and so yeah. We're just going to add that little amendment to the rules. To make it a more fun game to watch when there's actually some shooting.
Is that part of this game?
It's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I was allowed to shoot. I thought I just had to search.
Oh man, wait, I screwed up. I forgot I even had them on the board. I could have moved them up.
Good, do it.
Alright, so we're sticking with the shots that did nothing. Blue flag, alright. But now at least I can start bringing my main man on and the rest of his men. 3. That's my sergeant again, so he can't come in. Sergeant Knox.
There's
there
the blue one.
Harper. So Harper has moved up 10 from the deployment point.
And now we're getting nothing but blue.
Yes, 5. That is Smith again. So Smith's going to fire right back into your skirmish screen. See if I can actually do some damage this time. I can get some shock on you and make it really hard for you to... So 2 hits. So needing 4 pluses for me, Andre. Ooh, a dead and a shock. Check your leader. No. So another dead soldier and a shock. Alright, next card. Look at that. Blue flag. 2 blue flags. Red 2.
Pull a shock.
Okay, that is Martin, so he'll just pull the last shock off that group.
And the Tiffin.
So you can't search. Of course, you already found everything you need.
And
I have 2 things I can do. So I can activate Walker. I still can't bring my... that other group is still off the board. So I'll just activate Walker and I guess fire back at your skirmish screen again. And then reload, needing 5s. Look at that, 4 hits, needing 5s. Skirmish screen's getting a little chewed up.
well, yeah.
I guess that's what they're there. Never mind. Disregard that chewed up comment. And next turn.
They did what they were supposed to do. They thought they'd have been ordered out of the way at this point because the searching is done. I guess it's tea time on our side of the board now.
Yep, so that's Dan. Lieutenant Dan over there behind the church.
Ooh.
Lieutenant Dan has entered through this door, and he is now inside the building. Next card.
Tiffin.
Tiffin, look at that. Don't worry, Hancock, you'll get in here soon enough.
Oh. How long is it going to take us to search this church, though?
There's a lot of rooms in there. A lot of stuff to search. Oh, that's my main man.
Here they
Harper.
come.
Harper ordered his men up. They moved up 2d6, and then he formed them up into line in the orchard. Next card, please. Five. That is Billy Smith. I guess I'll shoot at your guys in the building.
Okay.
Got new targets, so.
New target.
What's the range there? I'm sure that's over 12, so.
Over 12.
Needing 5s again. 2 hits. Vital, I get a shock on you at least.
Oh.
Kill, I'll take it. See, check your leader. Be really bad if it's clean. It is clean. He's hit. See what happens to him. He's knocked unconscious. Oh no. Lieutenant Dan.
Problem.
That's a big problem. You need the end of the chapter so he gets back up.
Yep.
That is Mr. Sharp is your skirmish screen here.
Skirmish
He's
screen.
a level 1. That's right, I forgot Lieutenant Dan was level 2 too. He could have really done some damage. So you could take a shock off.
Or I could get the hell out of there.
Or you could try to do that.
Um,
So Lieutenant Sharp has got his skirmish screen. 2 shock.
I ran.
They don't take a shock for that.
Oh, that's
Whenever
right.
they get the free move.
Sweet.
So,
Okay.
So he's in this shed now, hiding, cowardly. 2.
Cowardly. Pull a shot.
Sergeant Martin. So he'll just pull a shock here. Okay. 3.
3 for you.
Hey, it's my sergeant again.
Woohoo!
Where's the blue 2, Andre?
Gotta be in here someplace. We're working
Ones.
our way through everything.
1s or 2s, can't find anything. Okay. Nope, 4. That is Johnny Walker here. Okay, so Walker just moved himself over that way, and we're going to try to work on Klein a little bit more in the Tiffin. And I still got 2 groups just sitting out there. And what do you have? 3, and I have 2. So you get to activate something first. You could activate the men in the church.
Yeah, they'll fire.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so what do you have?
I see somebody in the open.
6 shots.
First fire.
Well, they're in soft cover, but so you're hitting on 4s. Uh, 3 hits. All onto them. Light cover. So 1 point of shock. And I still have to. I can't do anything. 1 went. 2 is off the board. 3 is off the board, and 4, 5 went. So that's it. And you
I
have
still got my line.
his line of infantry can do something now. Argyle ordered his man up, and they moved it there. 45, 7, well, really 6, so you had the 1 shock. So we probably should move them back an inch, but
Yeah.
we'll pull the first card. You never know, that 1 inch might make a big difference at some point in this game.
Yeah, it has before.
2, that's
Okay,
Sergeant.
I'll pull the shock.
Pull the shock. All right. There you go.
What shock?
Ooh.
Big man.
Harper moved his men up through the orchard and had them reform the line when they got to where they went, which was 5 inches up. Next card. I need 4 blue flags, Andre. So I might be the only way I get number 2 out here.
Oh,
man.
that's
Wow.
no good.
That is not. So Billy decided to pull back so he wouldn't take the volley of 3 groups, and he's out of line of sight now behind this little piece of wood here. Oh, the big man. Harper moved his formation up, reformed the line after moving through the woods, which we believe breaks the formation. And then his third command, since he's level 3, presented. Next card. Blue 2, Andre. Blue 2. Oh no, not another flag though. Oh crap. Alright, I gotta roll a random event. Random event for Harper. Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound normal.
Because the quartermaster arrives. One unit on the player's choice may be resupplied with water or ammo.
Oh.
We'll resupply with water.
Alrighty.
Next card. You were hoping for stepped in some dung.
No, I was hoping you were going to move out about 10 inches.
Out to the open, yeah, that would not have been good. Look at that. Don't do it again. I might be moving out.
And
No.
save by
Lieutenant
who's that? Or
That's this guy.
that's that guy.
He has a shock you can remove.
Yeah, but if we're going to do anything other than retreat from the table right now,
Sharp has come out of the building and ran all the way up here, unexpectedly. It's a bold move, but it could be the end of Sharp if I get the flag, or if I get another flag. Nope. Or you could get another flag at this point.
need my red one.
I need another flag. 3. Hey, look at this, my sergeant off the board. The 5th time in a row. The blue. Didn't we go through that entire bag?
No.
Are you sure there's a blue 2 in there? Because I thought we went through every single flag or card at one point. Oh, it is in there. It just hasn't been drawn, huh? Man. That is something else. 5.
Well, you got everything else.
That's these guys. So I think I'll just probably shoot at Sharp if I'm in range. Smith has moved up 1d6. He moved 5. And we are now in range of Sharp, and we will fire on him needing 5s. One whole hit.
Woohoo!
My plan is to move back with my last action, hopefully get back behind the tree. So point of shock on Sharp. The reason I did that is because if he draws another flag, he could come this way. But I need a flag, and then I can just assault Sharp. Oh, let me move back. Let me see what I get here.
Back to 1d6.
3. Since he didn't get the same roll he moved, he just moved back towards the wall. Next card.
2.
2. That is
Sergeant
Martin.
Yeah.
No shock to remove. Hey, look at that. 4 blue
4
flags. So I guess I better take care of some business over here. Okay, so I did get down here barely, and I took some shock doing it, but I'm here, and it's a fair fight. 9. Even though I have way more guys, it turns out, since he's defending this obstacle, he gets some extra dice. He's also aggressive, which gives him more dice. And I'm fighting with one group, and then support of
The
another
aggressive got me something?
Yeah. 3 dice, wasn't it? Or 2 dice.
I didn't add anything for aggressive.
2 dice. So you should be at 6.
So
Yeah, you did. You got 9. You had 6 plus 1 for your leader plus 2 for aggressive.
plus the 3 for my flags.
Oh, you're using all 3 flags.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you add 3. 1. 1. That was a total disaster. And, oh my god. 5 against 1. Alright, well, there goes that win. That is completely ridiculous. Alright, well, that fight is over. And with that, I'm going to call it because I just got my ass handed to me by Sharp. I lost by 5. I did get 1 of you, though.
No, you only lost by 4.
Well, still. Okay, so 5-4. I was thrown back 18, plus 4 shock to everyone. Plus, my leader was wounded by, obviously, automatically, because he rolled, what, 6?
No, I was 5.
But I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4.
So he was hit, wounded lightly, and I lost 2 on that roll alone. Group formation broken by fisticuffs. I lost another one. And then the group breaks. We weren't sure. They are individual groups. They're in a formation. But we're just saying that they both broke. So we rolled a bad thing for both of those. And I'm down to 3 with 6 shock each. A wounded leader. A formation that still hasn't even come on the board yet. And yeah. Technically you won the game a long time ago by getting 6, by getting...
Before I started getting extremely lucky.
Yeah. Well, I should have known the minute it took me 3 dice to get 3 inches that was going to not turn out well.
Well, and because that's the only reason those guys broke, was the fact that you had that extra shock on each one from rolling trip 3s.
No, they would have broke anyway because they lost by 4.
No, well, I mean the individual groups getting...
Well, I would have been...
Oh, you're at equal. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was just ugly. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to withdraw. There's no point. Now, if these guys ever do come on, I mean, it would have been a lot nicer to have them up here and them here. But a bold move by these guys. I should have wiped them out, but I didn't. Rolled horribly.
Yeah, no, getting that 4th flag there, I thought, oh, well, it was a risky maneuver, but...
I should have just shot at him, but then I would have had to wheel back, and I would have had to use both dice for that, or both actions, and I would have...
Well, or you could have tried to move down, and you would have failed.
Actually, I should have just wheeled back and let you... What are you going to do, charge directly into me? Yeah, move those guys?
And wheeled these guys around and got the flanking shot on you.
I don't think you would have... I would have been like this. You would have had to be over there to get a flanking shot on me.
Well, it would have allowed me to press this way without... Then you'd have to come way back. It would have...
all being said, knowing that I still have another group that hasn't even got here.
Yeah.
Now, if they were on the table over here, you would not be doing... Those guys would be backing up.
Well, and honestly, that was kind of what I was originally thinking was I was not worried... Well, what? I fired once this entire game.
Yep. That was clean.
Yeah.
Put 1 shock on those guys.
Yeah. And I really wasn't interested in shooting at you. It was, just getting into a position where I could take the fire you were putting out and do my searching. Once that was done and we changed the objective, then it was, okay, try and concentrate some fire and isolate a unit, which you were able to back him out before I could take him down. And at that point, once he was back, there really wasn't a whole lot for me to go after. And this was just kind of a last-ditch effort, thinking that if I got my 4th flag or I got a couple activations in a row, because you'd already gone, by coming around here, I could maybe get these guys behind you, or at least distract you enough that you'd have to pull back over this way. But you were really in a pretty good position.
Oh, I was in a great position.
Well, not just here, but all the way around. There wasn't much I could do to you.
No.
So this was, a bold move, but I had to do something outside the box to...
You know what No, never mind. I was thinking I think I had already activated and moved up. I was thinking if I had those 2 flags, as soon as you came out, I could have just interrupted, but I think he had already moved up. That's what it was. I had to use the 4 flags to move him again.
Yeah.
I should have just...
Well, actually, you already had activated.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting for the 4th flag.
Yeah.
But, that's just bad luck there.
No.
But, we were even dice, which is insane. But aggressive troops behind the cover, and then I moved, and I was only fighting with 1 group. You only get extra dice, supporting dice, 3 more for them.
Yeah.
So you don't actually get all 16 dice.
Well,
Or
and
12.
losing the quarter of the dice for having the wall there was the other reason I thought I could possibly survive, because I knew I couldn't assault you across the wall, but I was really hoping I could get these guys on the other side of the wall, and being in that flanking position, or maybe even getting behind you, you'd have to deal with them.
And if I would have put a hurting on you, I would have been able to recover from this.
Oh,
I could have just re-gallied, get some shock off, and turn back and go back. But now it's like, okay, well, it's going to take me forever to do anything.
As soon as that fourth flag came out, I honestly thought I was going to be the one folding up and saying good game.
You should have been.
I should have been, because that was kind of my last ditch. Without that, with this corner, with you holding this, I mean, I can't hold the church without a leader over there. Yeah, I had nothing. I've got a full power line, but given enough time, you're going to be able to flank it some way, somehow.
Oh, these guys would have just...
Yep.
And then my other group, if they ever came on, could have come up, but...
Well, and at that point, I'd have been outgunned. Plus, you'd have had your flankers, so...
These guys would have been a little down, but they could have, over time, removed enough shock and got back into the fight. But right now, all you got to do is just run these guys up and hound them, and they'll never recover, because you'll be able to keep putting shock on them. He's down level 2. I mean, I guess over time, if I brought my other group in...
You could probably bring... It's not necessarily over, but it's... considering we already hit our first objective...
Yeah, we could keep going, but... It would take a long time for me to get these guys going. Actually, no more I think about it. Maybe I shouldn't give up. Because I could still unload on them. I still got a lot of dudes. I mean, that's a powerful group of, not formation, but 2 groups there. And I could actually put them into a formation. All right, after some talk, I've decided that I will call it.
And I've conceded that even with him calling it, he could come back on the board and conceivably pull a victory out of this, but...
well, a moral victory. Technically, you won a victory a long time ago.
Well, the second half, because I really don't have that much firepower. With my junior leader, or my Lieutenant Dan down, and these guys fairly beat up, that, full strength line is not a bad thing, but without anything to support it, it's...
With nothing on your flanks.
It's, I can't really do much with it without the supporting units, so it's just really vulnerable.
Unless Dan got up. Somehow he pulled the Tiffin first, which seems more likely than you pulling a blue 2.
Actually, probably more likely that I'd just be able to bring those guys over and have to order them from command distance, but...
Yeah, so... I like the scenario, but I think I put too many barrels and too much stuff out. It made it too close together. That made it too easy for you to search. Well, next time I'll probably have less barrels, or at least not put 2 in them next to each other.
I don't know that. I think the real issue was not being able to bring your main force on when it should have come in.
Well, if they would have came in, I mean, I got up to 13 quite quickly.
Yeah.
And then I needed to get to 14, and then just never came out.
It was very much, I'm going to actually have to start fighting here while I'm searching. And
well, that was kind of the point of those guys too, is to make you think that,
but they weren't able, well, and I was kind of surprised you didn't press more, pressure on me over at the church. Just letting me freely search over there was...
Yeah, but running one group by itself...
Oh, I would have jumped into the church and started shooting at you immediately.
Yeah, so I mean...
But it would have stopped the search.
Yeah, that's true. It would have. At the cost of a group.
Well, yeah.
But I guess that's the sacrifice we need to make for the cause.
Well, especially without your main group coming in. That's what I was really afraid you were going to do.
Oh man, if I could replay it and get those guys in earlier, it would have been different. But that's how it. I mean, it is what it is.
It's how the chips fell.
That's how the chips were pulled, exactly. So, I mean, I do like the scenario, and we'll do this again sometime.
And I would say that there were too many things to search.
Definitely too many. Or yeah, I mean the 2 barrels that gave you, that you won the game just off that little building.
Yeah,
there.
and it was too close to the side because I could just come in to it. But possibly sticking these 2 barrels, farther
Or along the fence.
farther out, or
In the open. Yeah, put some out in the open, just against the fence or
because
something.
there was just I was able to stay
That's a good idea.
in cover of the church for the most part. This side was a little difficult because I'm hanging out in the breeze while I'm searching.
That's what we need. Have the buildings by themselves and have the barrels and stuff kind of in more dangerous areas to search.
Make it harder
to make it more of a risk, because
yeah.
really you had no risk in searching. So learning experience. That's what we learned. The placement of these kind of things. So when we do this one again, we could play this again with just different searching for different things. I mean, maybe we'll give it a try later in the Good Doctor campaign with the knowledge that we now have about objective placement. So anyway, again, the British, 3 games in a row, 3 British victories.
What's going on?
It's like, what are the Continentals going to do now? At some point in the storyline here, we need to have them win a game so that we can kind of shift it to their attack. They're the ones on it.
I think the Continentals should just start saluting the king.
No.
No, not yet.
Never.
Okay, well.
Or maybe the next one will be, we need to regain the initiative, so we're going to do an all-out attack on the British base or something like that. Because it's just these guys are really on their heels now. So anyway, yeah. But again, it's a fun mission. It's just I didn't know enough. I didn't put enough thought into it when I put this board together.
Well, it's hard to know till you've done something like that. And
plus, like you said, it's
trying to get game balance, and it really came down to a lot of good luck, a lot of bad luck, which it always almost usually does. But this was a little more lopsided in my favor than typical.
Yeah, but that's how it goes. And if I would have been able to get my main force on sooner, it would have been different. So a lot of things, variables that went into it, but that means it's a good game to me. Could have went either way. So next time, who knows what will happen in the next mission, next scenario of this campaign. Now that the Continentals lost 3 in a row, maybe just end the campaign and just be like, all right, well, they've been driven out of the area. Maybe I know one thing. I think Captain Harper is going to have to be replaced. I'm not too happy with him. Plus, I can't ever remember his name.
The good news is it'll take 6 months for the king to get that one right.
That's right. It's got to get on a boat all the way over to England and all the way back. So anyway, we're rambling now. So we'll be back next time. And thanks for watching. Oh, and again, check out the Patreon page. I'll get some new stuff in there. I got some patron-only videos. I'm going to start a new series here pretty soon on building a Stug B or Stug A. And I'm working on getting some merchandise for patrons, for the upper level patrons, some tabletop CP dice, and possibly a decal if I can figure out how to do it. So yeah, check it out. That'd be awesome if you want to help the channel out, get some better terrain, get new models, just keep everything up to date, better equipment, and also check out the Facebook group as well. And we'll see you guys next time.